Welcome to Con Critic, the show that gets facts wrong about your favorite con. I'm Jan, and for this show's season 1 finale, we'll be looking at Mwimmwy. The name Mwimmwy, by the way, is just an anglicization of the native name of the language, literally thingish head, which is definitely a bad sign for things to come. Where is I? Where do I even start with this? Mwimmwy is so god-awful in terms of its features that you have to see more of it. Anyway, Mwimmwy's constants are... That's it, just those 3 clicks. Mwimmwy's vowels are... What even is going on here? There's just so many bad decisions in this set of 12 vowels, it's honestly incredible. But in my opinion, the worst part is the lasered set of vowels. They are pronounced by positioning your mouth like you're going to make the corresponding plain vowel, then lacing a laser starting from your throat and going out your lips. The inclusion of those vowels means that it's impossible for humans to speak proper Mwimmwy. And to top off the phone inventory, there are also 3 tones. And since Mwimmwy has a syllable structure of optionally consonant vowel tone, that makes for 3 options for the onside consonant or the lack thereof times 12 options for the vowel times 3 options for the tone, 144 syllables in all. Plus, put a mental pin on that number because it'll come up again later. Mwimmwy is yet another one of my conlangs that lacks its own running system and thus uses the Latin alphabet. Mwimmwy's romanization is called the bad orthography after its in-universe creator 4x Bad. From the looks of it, they did a shoddy job at romanizing Mwimmwy sounds. Starting with the consonants, using PTR for the clicks is horrible. And then there's the vowels. U, A, and I for the base vowels is okay, I guess. I'm fine with them compared to everything else because this is where the clever spellings of the secondary articulations comes in, whatever. Codified vowels have a following G, which is like hyperrhotic spelling. Emphatic vowels have a following U, which is from how aw is basically a non-syllabic version of ah, the latter of which is already spelled with a U. And the lasered vowels have a following P, because they sound vaguely like pew pew, I guess. I don't know, listen to them again. And as for the tones, there's non-standard use of punctuation for the rising and falling tones, with the mid-tone being unwritten. With all of those features coming together in actual Mwimmwy text, it's hard to tell what's even going on in each word. This orthography is bad. It's infuriatingly unintuitive and very, very ugly. Looking at Mwimmwy text gives me a headache. It's like it was specifically designed with me specifically in mind, with the intention of using the ASCII character set in a way that's disgusting as possible to me personally. It's garbage. Something I've neglected to mention until now is that Mwimmwy is a Toki Pona relex. So it just maps Toki Pona words to Mwimmwy syllables like a chart of code points. Looking at this chart, the code point for Toki is re, and the code point of Pona is re. So Mwimmwy's endonym should be the syllables that Toki Pona's name maps to, re, re. However, that mapping process somehow got corrupted, making those instances of ga get replaced with ra, resulting in something that corresponds to lawa iyo, And that's where Mwimmwy's thingish head anonym comes from. What was I? Another notable feature of that chart is how all no onset code points within a with a mid or a falling tone are unallocated, so they don't mean anything. There is, however, an exception, and that's the mapping of the Toki Pona word monsuta to the code point which appears in the sample text. Oh, and speaking of the sample text, that's what it's now time for. Whatever. The sample text this time is that sleep demon vampire text. Here's the quote-unquote glass, that's just the Toki Pona translation, and the Mwimmwy translation. Whatever. Now it is finally time to pronounce this linguistic abomination. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. I don't have time to double check whatever. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Ah. Ah. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Damn it. Excuse me. Damn it. And the next syllable is no wait. It's wait, wrong tone. Eh? Ah? Ah. Fire. G, Ga, 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 G, Ga, Ga, G, Ga, Ga, Grr, All in all, Mwimmwy is bad. Up until now, I haven't showcased a conlang with worse phonostatics than the mixed register of hell. But the latter is so much better than Mwimmwy's phonostatics that comparing the two at all is an insult to hell. What I can say in general is that I can't see how a conlang can have worse phonostatics than this. Thanks for watching, and right, I've gone through the entire small list. So now I have videos on every conlang I've made thus far. The next video relating to Con Critic will thus be going over what Con Critic Season 2 will be like once I've thought of a plan, so I'll be seeing you then.